All right, here at the Kevlin home, just wanted to walk through real quick what we're looking at. So as you'll see, the siding is being replaced. It's a bluish siding. So none of the siding will be here. It'll all be new. So we're not touching the siding. Important that we be very careful on the siding. But the siding will be replaced. So we're looking at all the cream color on the home. So all the trim around gutters, downspouts, fascia, soffit, shutters, window trim. There's only a couple window trim on the front here. Doors, so the front door frame, the garage door and frames, the front porch area will all go white. So really all we're concerned about is turning the cream, anything that's cream colored, into white. You can see there's a couple of issues, so just some peeling that needs to be taken care of, but more importantly, this bottom rail needs to be replaced. So I'll put a price there if you did want us to replace this bottom rail. If you decide to have that done or have that taken care of ahead of time, completely fine. That would just not be added to the quote. You can see the trim is in relatively good shape. You've got some peeling at the base of the dormers here and caulking that needs to be done, some scraping and priming. But overall, the trim's in relatively good condition. Again, just need to make sure we caulk all of these joints, make sure everything's all sealed up. Go to this side real quick here. And you just got trim along the top here and then on the sides. So the trim boards, you can see all the siding's being replaced. So the siding will be caulked to the trim, and I talked to the homeowner, and I'll show you over here. I talked to the homeowner about caulking up to the trim line so that we can create a straight edge. So talked about when they caulking to this joint line right here, so that we would just have to face off this trim board so that we can get a straight line. So you've got trim right there and fascia and soffit. You've got more trim up here on second level up top. Then you've got trim on the sides, obviously that will remain. Doors, so one door there, one door there. Again, just making sure we do our due diligence, seal everything up, make sure everything gets sealed and caulked before we paint. You've got it in the doors, you want to make sure we caulk all along there. Make sure we get all those doors sealed up so that you don't have any framing issues as far as moisture getting behind there. Same thing here, want to make sure we caulk all the way along these trim boards. Chimney obviously will more than likely have all of the trim replaced on it, so we're going to have to caulk that up more than likely and repaint that. Then you've got the trim along the back here. So that's pretty much the scope. You've got side trim, the vertical end trim, the chimney trim, and then obviously you've got all of the trim here above. So that's pretty much the scope of the work. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know, but I'll have this quote over to you here shortly.